John, tell us about this new TruMatic 1000 from TRUMPF that's just been launched.
The TruMatic 1000 is a 2500 by 1250 punch laser fibre combination machine. This machine was designed basically to be competitive in the market below our existing range of machinery. There are a few innovations. It has a flying punching head that reduces the Y travel of the sheet, and the machine can be bought as a punching machine and introduce the fibre laser at a time when your business is ready to grow.
That flying punching head, tell me about that then. So would you normally have like a fixed punching head, is that what we're saying?
Yes, indeed. What that means is when you're trying to punch at 0, 0 in the Y-axis, you have to present the sheet to the punching head. What that does is double your floor space requirements. What the 1000 does is take the punching head to the sheet, therefore halving your Y-axis dimensional space requirements.
So why have TRUMPF, I mean, the laser punch isn't a new innovation from you, but why have TRUMPF now brought the TruMatic 1000 to the market? What are the reasons for that?
Basically, the 6000, and the 7000 have always been high-end, high production, maximum flexibility. With that comes a price consideration. What we've done now is brought our existing technology down a little to allow us to be more cost competitive in a very, very bespoke market.
So are we saying then that there would have been companies, and there are companies doing those operations on two separate machines that would have looked at your higher end models and thought, they're out of my reach, but now they can be attracted to this model because it's very competitively priced in a smaller footprint, and it can do those two operations together. Is that a good summary?
You've just stole my sales pitch, to be perfectly honest. You've got it in a winner, yeah. The beauty of it as well, because we've got multiple years of technology from the punching division, we have all the benefits of none of the drawbacks. So we haven't had to develop specialist punching solutions. We've simply adapted them to a new piece of technology called the Delta Drive.
What about I did read somewhere about threading as well. Can you tell us a little bit about this on this machine?
Yes, we've always been able to tap right through the 500 ranges to the 1000, to the 2000, to the 3000. So tapping is nothing new for TRUMPF. It's generally the ability to extrude and roll form. So no swarf, self-lubricating, and we check each and every thread as we have a thread checking facility on the machine.
And what about the automation side to this machine as well?
Well, currently at the moment you'll see this is in a standalone position. Where we are standing here from left to right, you will have a loading for 2500 by 1250, and it will take tagged sheets off. So don't get this mixed up with a part picking system. That's a Sheetmaster. This is a Sheetmaster Compact, so sheets on, nested parts tagged in. However, we do have part sorting within the machine. We have a buffer box, so small parts into the buffer box, then separate on 4 individual. So we do have part sorting, bigger parts nested in, removed, lights out.
So automation is key, isn't it?
Absolutely. The British market is now grasping automation. It was a thing that was a hard sell in the past, but Britain now has got a hold of it.
And finally, the laser itself. Fibre?
Yes, 3 kilowatt. And again, the machine itself comes prepared. So if you have a business that thinks, yeah, we'll have some punching technology, we send a little bit of laser work out, 2 to 3 years, your business may change, the machine will grow with you. Bring the fibre laser, you have a punch laser combi.
There may be engineers that have not explored your machinery before because of the reasons we said about the high end on the combination. If they don't know anything about fibre, what would you quickly say to describe what it is?
Fibre laser is low energy costs, low running costs, high productivity across this thin to medium range gauge cutting with nitrogen, in a nutshell.
And what is medium and thin?
Well, we have sheet metal workers and we have laser cutting companies. Laser cutting companies will say 5 to 10 mil is medium, 1 to 5 mil is thin. It really depends. The punching machines are geared up to 6.4 thick, so you can put thicker gauge materials in, but again, you've got to limit that regarding the power you're using.
I think what is really interesting here as well, John, is that you've already sold these machines, and in fact, we're going to meet one of your engineers today and have a look at the installation. So thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure. Thank you very much indeed.
Paul, you've recently taken delivery of this new TruMatic 1000 from TRUMPF. Firstly, why did you buy this machine?
Well, it came to a time where our machines were getting old, they were still cutting well, which is a tribute to TRUMPF, I guess. And we needed to invest in something a bit new. We looked around the market, and instead of just buying a new flatbed laser, we thought we'd go for this, which happens to be the first in the UK. It offers lots of new things to the field and gives us options to attract new customers.
We've just been at TRUMPF looking at the machine and talking about the launch of it and the fact that you've got one here. This is a combination machine, isn't it? You're talking about laser cutting and punching. Yeah,
it does laser cutting and punching and other things, but the versatility of it is, I guess, that you can either do just punching, just lasering, but it has other options of tapping, folding, swaging, rolling, etching, point marking and all that. So there's lots of other things just than a standalone laser.
Two things. As the owner of a business, you have to look at this investment and think where you're going to improve your throughput, whether it's to reduce labour, those types of things. What was the driving factors for you behind this investment?
A bit of everything really. Throughput. Last year we struggled to get work out. We had our busiest year ever, highest turnover, and we're working 24 hours at some time and still not producing. This new machine will produce parts quicker. It will stop secondary operations by de-skilling some of the work further down the line, with the tapping, for example. On the laser inside as well, obviously it's using less electric and it's quicker. And here probably in the background, the punch inside has moved forward since we had our 15-year-old punch machine. It's miles quicker and miles better.
I'm looking at this interestingly in two ways. The fact that you've got the combination now, as we can see the doors are coming up, so now it's going to be going into the laser process. Not only that, like you say, the technology compared to your old punching machines is a lot faster. So it's kind of the fact you've got the combination, you can do things in one hit, and the speed is a double whammy, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about throughput, like you said, and the more work you can get out of it, the better. The less machines you've got to put the jobs on. Like, it might be cutting a laser, but it might be sitting there for 2 days waiting to go to the punch, where the folders are waiting to fold it. But now it comes off the machine done, and obviously this is down to where the programmers come in to program the right product on the right machine. We're hoping that as soon as we get the grips of it, because it's a learning curve, we'll have this work programmed on this machine and go to the TRUMPF folding machines to be folded and go straight out the door. Whereas last year we were struggling to get all the items done ready for the rest of the factory.
The footprint is very small as well, isn't it, for a machine that can offer you all those processes in one place?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the footprint is virtually slightly smaller than the old laser we had. Let's say after 20 years, it was still doing a job, but to put something in the same footprint and the same space, but it's got all those other attributes, is much better. And I think from what I can gather, you can just use the punch, or people can buy it as a punch and add the laser to it. So it's a good starting point for any new business, really.
Your investment has enabled your business to grow. You mentioned to me earlier that you're turning over about 3.7 million now, which for a company in Bedfordshire employing 48 people is, well, it's an extreme success. Wouldn't you agree?
I guess so.
Nice and humble.
No, yeah. It's been hard work. It always is hard work. It's getting harder to make money. But the way to do it, I think, is through machinery technology. We're trying to invest in people's skills, trying to attract the right staff. But at the end of the day, when TRUMPF and others bring out new technology, you have to look at it and you have to stay competitive, or you're just not going to be around.